Hey guys, Ryan here, and today I'm bringing you a replay in the KV5 Garnet. It is Christmas, and this is my favourite tank. Now, before we get into this battle, I just want to say it's been a while. I've got 2 weeks off work, so hopefully I'll do a few more videos. And speaking of PC videos that I might do, I have started playing World of Tanks console. So let me know if any of you would be interested in seeing that alongside console videos, because it's quite an interesting difference between the two, and I do feel like my gameplay of all these years of playing console, and from watching the YouTube videos of PC, has actually allowed me to have such an advantage as a new player on World of Tanks PC. Like, I'm absolutely wrecking people, thanks to prior knowledge. So just let me know if you'd like to see my journey of me being a noob at World of Tanks PC and potentially getting better at it. As I said, it won't replace World of Tanks console, it'll be alongside it. Now, Garnet replay, this is from before the British invasion update thing. And this is just another video to show people say the Garnet has no armor, and I tend to disagree. It's all about how you use it. On this map, that's a name I can't remember, there's 2 artillery I need to be wary of, and I am top tier. And my first thought was drive down to the town and just duke it out down there, because, you know, KV5 top tier, why not? But as I start driving to position, as is so often the case with me, I get distracted and my plans change all the time. Because you should have a plan of what you're going to do from the beginning. Bear in mind being flexible, but I just change on a whim. See, I'm driving along here, I've been spotted, I'm kind of angling myself towards where I think I got spotted from, and I'm just going to decide, you know what, fuck it. I'm going to turn off to the right and fight in the middle. Don't know why, I just am. Now, look at the mini-map. See this light tank going ham? That's a Lycan. Just going full suicidal, I don't know what he's doing. I'm in a KV5, he doesn't have very good PEM. Even though I've got my ass to him, it just ain't happening. Now, I don't know what he thought was going to happen, but it didn't work out for him. I don't know if he was trying to do a mission. But despite him committing suicide by driving like a maniac, I actually have a bonus clip for you speaking of suicide. Quite embarrassing, I did facepalm quite hard, but fast forward to the Bowerfon and the British invasion thing. This map, we're towards the start of it, I'm just driving to position. I'm going to get spotted on a ridgeline as a lot of enemies are in front of me, and I'm going to think to myself, let me just drive down this incline into safety. Fun fact, it's not an incline, it's a cliff. Now, do you see how quickly I left the battle there? I left so quick before I could see people put the good game message to me. But I just thought that was quite funny, bit of a brain fart moment by me. I don't know what the fuck happened. But we all do it, it's understandable, but I thought I'd like to share that with you all. Speaking of suicide. Now, batch at 12T, again, light tanks just doing light tank things. Then I realised they have a few TDs, I probably shouldn't sit out here. Now, the Dragon's just running through the field. I'm going to try and farm her as much as I can. I've got the food active. Obviously, KV5 has pretty decent DPM. Surprised I managed to pen him twice, because we all know the Dragon's got insane armor. 3 out of 3. He is getting closer to being hull down, though. That's the bounce I was expecting. Panther's having a pop at me. And again, they actually have a lot of TDs, including, I think they've got a Yazi, they've got a Iron Rain, who you see I've just bounced a shot from. Now the Yazi's coming for me. Now, what's this? That Yazi has heat loaded. That's about 320mm of pen. He didn't pen the first shot. I bounced mine. I've now got the APCR loaded. He bounced the second heat shell. Now as I'm trying to fight this guy, I'm wearing the Panther, and I'm going to have a... I'm just going to back up. I need him to come forward to expose himself before I can pan him. Now, the Yazi's one of the best tier 8 tanks in the game. Garnet has no armor, apparently. Lots of people hate it. I'm going to fight this Yazi. Get a shot to the Panther. Light tank going ham. Now, here I make a mistake. I turned for the light tank. I should have ignored him, because it's just a light tank, and I should have faced the Yazi. Yazi gets another heat shell into me when I'm not facing him. Get a shot into the light, does 0 damage, because light memes. And I'm trying to reorientate myself. I've gotten confused, but now I'm into it. Focus on the Yazi, he's the main threat. Shot in, angle, bounce another heat shell. Ram into him. I can overmatch his roof, but I can't aim down that low, so I need to push him into the slope. Put a shot in, angle, start moving. Bounce another 320mm pen heat shell. point blank knife fight against multiple opponents, mainly the Yazi, KV5 wins, because KV5 is just the best. Now, that was a bit of a clusterfuck, but that's what the KV5 is all about. Again, just got to stay in the move. Even at point blank range, you move left and right, they can miss shot, even with 320mm heat pan. He was bouncing off the front of my vehicle. And you saw a couple of his shots, I think, actually bounced off my weak points, because even though they are weak points, they're rounded. So if you move enough and they hit to the left or right of it, it's an auto ricochet. Now, I almost killed myself here by firing a shot into the gun barrel, but thankfully, I bounced 2 of the iron range shots and finished them off. Now, this has just been kind of high intensity knife fight for the time being. Now, I've got 410 hit points. They still have a charioteer, who I'm wary of because he can one-shot me with Hess if he pans me. It'd rather be a bit of a hard shot, but he can do it if he hits the weak points flush. He can one-shot me with standard rounds if he high rolls, and he does have very nice pen in those standard rounds, a 268. And you see what I'm doing is, I'm angling, hoping the guy will shoot me and reveal his position. I'm trying to think, where is he? Because it might not be the charioteer aiming at me. It could be one of the other opponents. They've got a Barask as well who could be spotting me. The good news is the Barask does not have very good penetration, so I don't mind fighting him. Now you see I've got high explosive loaded, and I turn around because I'm expecting the light tank to appear behind me. But light tank gets spotted in the town, so I'm going to load back to AP, and now I'm going to do what KV5s do best. I'm going to go on a quick spotting run. KV5 has terrible view range. How am I going to spot? I'm just going to drive towards the opponents, move left and right, and if they shoot at me, they'll get spotted. Unless you're using bus mechanics, of course, but not many people do that. Now, you're going to see, I'm angling for where I initially got spotted from, but the charioteer is not there, he's to my left, and he gets a very nice shot into me. I snapshot him on the move, but only crit damage him, but now I can angle for the charioteer. You see him moving left and right, the Barask is firing at me. I repair my track straight away, because I knew it was the Barask, because I already spotted the charioteer, and I knew he'd have a second shot for me, and I've said before, when a Garnet gets tracked, it's a lot easier to pan, so I repair instantly so I can move again. Gonna cut off the Barask. We don't want him to escape, he's obviously very fast. Get a nice shot in on the move. And this game's over, but you see the KV5 in its element, just brawling it out with OP tier 8 tank like the Yazi and winning. Got flanked by an iron range, still bounced 2 of his shots and won. And I know this tank's armor doesn't work for everyone, but it works for me, and that's why I love it so much. 4,600 damage exactly, 4 kills, blocked 5k damage, including multiple Yazi heat shells at point blank range into my weak point. Again, KV5 armor works if you wiggle enough. So, thanks for watching, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all in the next one.